guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Archie. If you're new here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. If you're not, welcome back. It's great to see you. So, a birdie told me it's still No Nuance November. And I got a lot to say about a community that I'm a part of. A community that's supposed to be so loving, so cute, so kind, all that good stuff. It's the gay community. Let's talk. Let's have a little chit chat because some things ain't adding up. Oh my gosh. So let's get started. First and foremost, I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving or holiday or whatever you decided to celebrate the other day. By the time this goes up, it's most likely going to be like past Thanksgiving. Well, no, it is going to be past Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is Thursday. This is Friday. So yeah. And also, I really hope you guys are being safe with everything too. Like, COVID's still around, y'all. So I already did my brows and foundation, so we're just going to do everything else while I talk about the gay community. I'm going to do my eyeshadow first, and it's going to be using the ABH Norvina palette and number 2. So first and foremost, the gay community. You know, as you know, I'm gay. I like men, unfortunately. And it has its perks, don't get me wrong, it does. It's pretty fun. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, I feel like I can do that my straight counterparts can't do for this fact. Like, I'm very, like, open and expressive. And I'm 23 and I still ain't got no kids. And I'm okay with that. Okay with that. But there's also a lot of things that this open, honest, and loving community is very negative about. So let's first of all, let me talk about the apps. Apps like Jack, Grindr, Tinder, all of that, they're not fun. I don't like them, and I don't understand why we sit there and like just bombardedly get attacked for like nothing. You ever just get on someone's profile and then there's like no fats, no femmes, no this, no that, no third? Dang, sir! What do you want? A wall? Sheesh. People are so picky, like extremely picky. And don't get me wrong, we all have our preferences. But sometimes these folks' preferences are kind of just rude. Like, what do you mean I get on your profile and you're seeking basically someone who is you? Because a lot of folks who are very nitpicky about their preferences are just rude. And don't get me wrong, we all have preferences. I have preferences, you have preferences, we all do. It is what it is. But still, it's like, your preferences are either you, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, fetishizing, or you just being rude and racist, and I don't have the time for it. I really don't. I don't. Do y'all see green on this? Yes, y'all do. Yes, I do. We all do. But I've never been a fan of the apps, and to this day, like, unfortunately, I am on one. Which one? That's not your business. Just know I am on one for now. And having my fun and doing what I can, but it's just like people are so aggravating and annoying. And I really don't have the time. Next, it's how people are just rude.
Don't be fucking rude.
Judgy and so freaking messy for no freaking reason. It's like, what's the point? How does this benefit you and me? And I really feel like people are judgy because they feel like everything's a competition. Like, everyone just seems to be wanting to outdo themselves. And I'm just like, why is this the case? Like, why does this have to be done with our counterparts? Like, why? Ain't we supposed to be here loving each other and enjoying each other? And here you are kicking me to the curb, like, what? And then there's a whole, like, this comes back to preferences where people are just like, oh, I like this, that, and the third. And it's just like, why? Like, it's one thing if, like, someone reached out to you, they reached out to you. It's another thing if they reached out to you and then as you're talking, it just doesn't work out. Like, sir, you were thirsting over me. How you gonna have the audacity? I don't understand, man. I've never will. I never have. I don't really care to. I don't at this point. Because they're just aggravating. And honestly, if I can go live without a man in my life, I'm okay with that. I'm currently using A2 on my crease. Right here. This lovely little color. Dang, y'all saw that mirror? How dirty it is? I need to clean it. Oh, the brush, not the brush. This is another thing that bothers me. So I'm very, like, I believe that I'm masc and femme. Like, I'm a mixture of both. But I'm a little more femme than masc. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. And I have no problem with that. The gay community though, does. And I just won't get over this one. So, yes, I wear makeup. Yes, I'm more in tune with my feminine features and sides. And, like, I'm okay with that. I have no problem with that. But that doesn't make me less of a man or any less gay than I am. So it annoys me when there's people that are just like, no femmes, no this, da 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 da. I want bros and chill out, blah 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 blah. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I get it. But no matter how straight you act, sir, no matter how tough an exterior you put, you still gay like the rest of us. You probably still going down under on a man and enjoying your rocks off. And hey, I'm not knocking you for it. I'm not. But come on. You can't sit here and bash on your own community and be upset because, oh, everyone's femme, da da da. Sir, we're all gay. Like, why is that a problem to you? And I also feel like, truthfully, a lot of it is internalized homophobia. And that's a whole subject within itself. Like, the gays, a lot of them still have their problems. And please, go get a therapist. Because it's not anyone's job to unpack your trauma, but your own. And I'm sure you can find one. It's not that hard. I mean, actually, no. It is kind of difficult. It is kind of difficult trying to find a therapist. I'm not mad at it. But it's still like one of those, go unpack your trauma, because I'm not the one that's going to have to sit here and deal with it, because it's not me. Not for me, not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. Next thing is the whole competition thing. Like, which I feel like the competition becomes with the messy, the judgmental, and the, like, rude. Like, I don't know why people feel like the need to, like, outdo each other all the time. Like, there's a time and a place for everything, and trust me, like, the clubs ain't it. They not. When they were open, it wasn't it. And, like, even if you get outdone by someone, that doesn't mean, like, you have to be a sore loser and, like, get messy and petty about it. Just take your loss and keep it going. Like, why must you resort to you trying to attempt to, like, hurt someone's feelings or, like, make them look bad? Like, I just don't understand. And then when said person decides to clap back, all of a sudden they're in the wrong. Like, what? And then they're put into a bad light, and then it's just, I don't get it. I really don't. The gays just, well, why are we like this to each other? I just be so exhausted with everything. Like, why can't we just be, like, friendly and nice, like how we're supposed to be? Like, you don't have to like me, but that doesn't mean you have to talk bad about me. Like, really. Shout out to whoever gets that quote that I just said, or somewhat the quote I said. Hopefully I said it right. But yeah. Next on my little hot topic, it's how hookup culture influences a lot of the gays. Like, what happened to just making friends? Like, don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share, like, just like everybody else. But I know that not every man I meet is gonna be someone I hook up. Like, some folks actually are just generally on there to make friends. And, like, nothing wrong with that. Like, yes, if you hook up with them, yeah, that things happen. But, like, it's not gonna be every guy you meet there you're gonna have sex with. Like, I've met some good friends from the apps, and not once have we ever done anything. No matter how many times we've gotten drunk together, no matter how many times we've gone out together, nothing has ever happened. And I'm grateful for that, because it's just like, I don't want to be friends with someone and be like, oh yeah, we hooked up, da 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 da. Like, no. I don't want to be able to say, like, oh yeah, So yeah, we've had our fun here and there, blah 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 blah. Like, why does that matter? Like, at all. I low-key also feel like once a lot of folks find out that, oh, we're not hooking up, it's done over. It's game over. Friendship out down the drain, out with the trash. Like, dang. So you mean to tell me you just wanted me for my ass and that's it? Rude. Disrespectful. Yo, I'm really trying to make this work because this was also very impromptu as I'm doing it, and I kind of just like started going in with it, and just hoping for the best. What was I doing with this? What was I doing with this? Ah, yes. I wanted to try something new today, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to do, and I'm not mad at it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how I feel about this orange. Maybe I should have used a different color. Let me go back into the apps though. Let me talk about the apps. So the apps, drop my brush, went to go clean it, and now we're back. And so back to the apps. Now, don't get me wrong, I get the purpose of the apps, even though unfortunately all of them were meant to help you find someone. But you know, we can't have nice things. We can never have nice things. Why? That's just how things are. To the unfortunate truth. But I will never get how we get on the apps, do our business, and keep it pushing. How is there people that you, like, some people are persistent, like just persistent. And when you decide to give them the time of the day, let me speak from experience. So the other day, this one guy kept messaging me, and I just ignored it because, like, he's not my type. Like, just physically is not my type. And yes, I know that's kind of shallow of me, but like, it is what it is. Oh, that's another thing. Gays are so shallow. But so one day, like, he messaged me, and I just said, all right, he's applying pressure. Let me, like, speak to this man. So I messaged him, right? Casual, nothing crazy. Hey, how you doing? Da 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 da. And I, was a buck with him. I was like, persistent, aren't we? And he said, LOL. I tap basically everyone I see here. And I was just like, now I know that ain't just come out your mouth. I know. You ain't just say that. So, after he said his two pieces, I was like, alright, da 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 da. Blase blase blase. Nothing. Stop speaking to me. And I'm like, okay, cool. Didn't make much of it at all. Taps me again, and I'm like, no, I'm not speaking to you. You stop responding to me, and for no freaking reason too, you just disappeared. Why am I gonna bother when you was feeding for me? I decided to give you attention, and now you just disappeared. No, I'm sorry. It's not gonna work out for me. I just don't have the time or the patience. I also don't really care for the apps because there's a lot of people that just talk nonsense. And, like, it's just kind of, like, scary. Because, like, they'll be talking nonsense. And then, like, if you just read what they write and you just figure out, like, oh, you're on drugs. Like, hard drugs. And I'm like, I don't play with that. Like, it's not for me. I'm not shaming it. Like, whatever you do, English. I'm gonna put that word right here. That's your business. It really is. Just don't bring it my way. I remember one time back, like, 2 years ago, one of my roommates had someone that, like, did something, and he didn't know until they got here and they were chatting, and then I just see this boy come and literally go within 5 minutes. And I turned to my room and like, damn girl, what happened? Come to find out they do some drugs. And I was just like, not in this household. No, ma'am. And it's a scary thing because like some folks, you gotta just be a buck about it and be like, do you do this? Because I'm not trying to have you. Oh shit. I just dipped this in the wrong color. Yikes. Yikes. And it's just like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no. So you gotta ask these folks and keep it a buck with them. Now all of a sudden, be like, if you do this, you're not coming here. It's just that simple. We're not doing this. It's not for fun. Blah 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 blah. It's a no for me. It's a no for a lot of people, and then it's a yes for many others. And again, not knocking it, not shaming it, but that's your business. I feel pretty much done with my eyes. I'm gonna go do my lashes and whatnot. I'm gonna be right back. So, I already kind of jumped ahead and like concealed, powdered, and I'm just letting it all set. And to be honest with y'all, I kind of forgot what I was saying. I think it was about the apps. So I'm gonna get right back into that. But the apps are such a judgmental place. Like they're exhausting. They really are. Especially the ones with like are so anal about like who they mess with. Let me say it differently. Especially with the ones that are like very like know this, know that, know like their preference. And truth be told, at this point, I feel like a lot of people's preferences are just them just being racist or fetishizing, which obviously in neither accord are okay in the slightest. And then there's like the people that bash on other folks on the app. For example, like we're all grown. We all know that like things happen, whether it's in our control or not. And like for the folks to like just judge people on like the bare minimum is exhausting. Like honestly, truthfully, I need gays to like get educated in like things, because how you gonna sit there and talk smack about one person because of their life choices, or not even their life choices, because of what they experienced, and then go on about your day as if that was the cap to this, as if you, said individual, live a perfectly fine life. Like, please. It's just, people are just rude. Like, so rude. And which kind of leads me into hookup culture. The first lipstick I used was the Fenty Beauty's Plush Matte and Thick. This one I'm using is Velvet Lippy by Absolute New York. But another thing is like hookup culture. Hookup culture is so prominent in the community, and it's honestly aggravating. Cause like is that all you know? How to talk down there? Like, come on, bro. Some folks actually want to have conversations, and I'm not knocking people for that. I'm not at all. And some folks don't. I am one of the folks that actually like don't really like just casually hook up with someone. Like, I would like to talk to you and actually get to know you a little bit, and then maybe whatever happens. But like, a lot of folks aren't like that. They're just like, we meet, we talk for 5 minutes, I'm at your house doing the thing, and I'm just like, I don't know how people do that. It's something like I've never been truthfully comfortable with, and I don't think I can ever really get comfortable with. But everyone's different. That's your business. It's most definitely not mine. Not mine at all. Now I'm just bronzing my face, because you can't go wrong with a good little bronze. It's just, hookup culture is so exhausting. It's just that simple. For me, I'm tired of it. Like, damn. Like, actually speak. Use your words. And be a decent human being. And then, if the sex is good, then they stay. And it's just like, you're just here for the sex. And don't get me wrong, it can be good and whatnot. I feel like I put way too much highlight on my nose. Way too much. Okay, not that bad. I fixed it. What was I thinking? Fuck. But yeah, no. And if they stay, it's only because the sex is good. And it's just like, damn, bro. You couldn't have stayed for any other reason. Like, you're just here to get down to business. And then there's a whole entire thing of people just meeting up with strangers willy-nilly. Like, bitch, you don't know who I am. I don't know who you are. You could be a crazy man for all I know. Which is another thing why I'm just, like, not into hookup culture. I'm not a fan of it. Don't really care for it. But, you know, everyone's different. Honestly, yeah, that's all I have pretty much to say about the gay community. Your preferences are your preferences, don't get me wrong, we all have them. But there's a fine line between being racist and or fetishizing. No matter how straight you act, truthfully, honestly, you're still gay. You still are going down or up on a man. It doesn't matter. And not everything's a competition, so don't try to sit there and be messy or judge me or rude. Like, you're not going to be like the perfect gay. The apps are the apps. They're exhausting. They're annoying. They enforce hookup culture, even though that's not what they're really meant for. And it's just, like, can we do something else, gays? Come on. And fine, last and not least, like, hookup culture is a thing. Yes, we know this. But that doesn't give you the right to make that your personality. Like, we are still human beings. We are still people. We still want compassion, affection, all of that. Yeah, we want the fun time, but it's like, come on, bro. Get to know me a little. Get to know whoever you're messing with, because, like, you're meeting with a stranger that could either go really well or go really bad. And if it goes really well, you never know what can go from there. But, like, seriously. And not every single guy you meet you're going to hook up with at all. Like, people are just, you can be friends with folks without having to mess with them. Alrighty, so this is the final look. All I really did, honestly, was put on blush and set my face after I got off the camera. But hey, so for No Nuance November, that's all I really had to say. The gay community is a mess. It's everywhere. But it has its goods. It has its bad. Just like everything else. Would I go anywhere else? Most likely. Well, I really can't, truthfully. But it has its really, really good parts. And that's what I'm here for. And that's what I think is so cute and amazing about it. And it's been one hell of a ride that I can't get off of. And so yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. And hey, word to the wise. Start that project. Start that little adventure you want to do. Just start doing what you've been holding off. Because you never know what could happen, where it could go. I'm here, having fun, doing what I can every single day of my life. And yeah, while you're doing whatever you want, go ahead. Let this video in the background play. You never know. You might learn something. You might not. But you won't know that unless you watch it. So hey, click it. Have some fun.